I've heard you yell at your kids, so I know you can speak up. Shit. Don't be trying this at home, okay? Now, thank y'all for tuning in for the Black Guy. And tonight we're going to discuss something that everybody's supposed to go through, and a lot of people go through pretty often. And it's this time of year which is known as the holiday season or the silly season. Right now, a lot of people is going through a lot. A lot. I mean, it's a lot of depression, a lot of financial burdens, trying to buy the perfect gift, trying to cook the perfect meal, trying to make sure everything is okay for the holidays when the in-laws come in and judge you for how you got your decorations. Even the way your kids look at you depending on what type of gift you give them. But even though, it's been said time and time again, these holidays, it's just some made up shit anyway. It's not really real. But the thing is, how do you change that narrative within your household? Because at the end of the day, kids want what they want. You know, first thing they think about is what? Christmas break, Thanksgiving break. So that being, they really want to enjoy things like their classmates. So what about you? How you gonna handle that?
I'm just
Speak
gonna
up.
take. I'm just gonna take it day by day, and I once we get here, I handle that. But basically, it's gonna be a few changes though, quite a few,
Such as,
such as like you said, most everybody know what it is about the holidays or whatever. So a lot of it gonna be a lot of might not be no gifts this year. We might do a thing with no gifts. It's all about actually what it should be about, which is Christ.
should it? Is that really his birthday?
No, it's not. Like I said, we know the truth.
So why put that in it? Why
What?
not why
I
not start
mean,
celebrating his true birthday then?
well, technically, his true birthday, which some people think that he was born in what April or so I have even heard February. Yeah. And
Okay, okay.
my thing is, if we don't know exactly what month or what season, typically, like we're being told to do now, we don't know when to, you know. But technically, it wasn't no he wasn't born time it was cold. It wasn't cold. We know that.
Oh,
Yeah. So
so he was born in the spring or fall.
yeah,
I
spring
mean, I
summer.
mean either spring or summer,
Yeah. So I believe
not
it.
fall or
I
winter.
believe it was spring. I always heard that his birthday was actually um, April 1st. They just they said his birthday was April 1st, and they made April Fool's Day on his birthday as like a mockery.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you
But
never know. So,
yeah.
well, how do you get your children to understand that these holidays are not real?
Uh, basically, each one is different. So the oldest pretty much on the same level as me. I get on my 12-year. I have to get on his level then, cause he right now he all he thinking about is the game and stuff like that. So he's looking at it as gift wise, materialistic. And my 7-year old, she's basically looking at it as materialistic. And I'm trying to really ease the. I know everybody probably be mad, but I'm gonna ease that. Ain't no such thing as Santa Claus in there because it isn't.
Why you gotta ease it? Why you just can't just go and say, hey,
Well,
that's some bullshit?
I put it on now. The reason why I say I ease it, I have to get on her level. Like my level of telling her might not be the right level, so I have to get on her level and let her know that.
Uh,
I have to get in her mind frame so she can understand it better.
yeah. Okay. So,
Hmm.
you so you putting up decorations for Christmas?
Yeah, still, I think I'm a
So you
put.
still celebrating that?
In a way, That's why I say it's hard to get out of old habits.
Yes or no?
Yes, I am. Typically because just to get me in that spirit, in that mood, basically.
For a fake holiday.
Yeah, basically. Basically. Because even though it was a fake holiday,
It was. It
I mean,
still
but,
is.
yeah, it still is. But even though it's a fake holiday, it's one of those holidays that, growing up, how, we grew up, it was mostly family. It was mostly about family anyway.
But why family gotta have an excuse to get together? Why we can't just say, hey, I miss y'all. Can we all do
when
this?
you figure that outside, let me know, because I'm still
We
working on it.
all miss y'all. Why can't we just come together and enjoy this?
We all come together. Well, sometimes we come together at the wrong time, and they're doing a funeral. So basically, we have to get out of that. And then a lot of the elder people are gone. The ones, the backbones that help do that type of stuff, they're gone, and the younger ones don't want to deal with it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to come together. Either this person don't like this person, or this family member don't like this family member. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or simply people just don't want to. They want one person to do everything, and they just show up.
True that. But that's when you gotta put your law down and tell them, hey.
And yeah, when you put it down, that's when nobody don't want to show up. Then
I want y'all to be a part of this, but I'm not gonna be, responsible for every aspect of it. I need y'all help as well.
True.
So yeah.
But why keep beating a dead horse?
Cause sometimes the horse need his ass whooped to get it up.
He did.
You believe in Easter, so resurrected. Right. Since you believe in Easter, resurrect the horse.
I believe he rose the third day, yeah.
But not at Easter though.
They called it Easter.
I think all these holidays meant up to make money, because you got to realize how much is wrapped around the gifts, the decorations. Like, man, just think about how much money is made from. Just think about how much money chocolate and flowers companies make alone for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's
I mean, just think. Because me myself, I'm guilty of buying Valentine's gifts and sending flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cliche shit. Not saying that, a little boy running around in his drawers shooting people with arrows, making people fall in love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, be real with me.
That's the middle.
Because if you think about, like, really the only holidays that you know to be real is the ones that we vote on or elect. You know what I'm saying? That we've chosen ourselves, like Veterans Day, Memorial Day, MLK Day. Those are days we pick. We don't go and actually say, well, this is Christmas. This is Thanksgiving. This is, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how things are done. Just like some people say their birthday holiday. I don't. I'm not really celebrating my birthday. I'm happy to be here, and that's about it. But I'm not throwing no parties. You may not even hear me talk about it much. It's been time. I don't say nothing. If you don't say nothing about it, I'm not gonna say nothing. It's been times my mom would say, "Hey, today your birthday?" I said, "Huh? Is it?" I know it is, but I ain't worried about that. Because once to me, you start feeling old when you start focusing on your birthdays. Most people that I be seeing be like, "Oh, I'm getting up there." They always throwing parties and shit, celebrate. I'll say, "Thank you, Lord, for another year," and I keep moving.
Well, yeah, I celebrate. I celebrate for me.
Well, hey, teach us all. I ain't tripping on nobody for what they do and how they live. I'm just saying for me and mine.
That is true.
So yeah. So, I have a question, and I ask a lot of people this. So now that we've realized that Christmas is not really his birthday, how you feel about churches that celebrate December 25th as Christmas, is Jesus' birthday, of the Savior's birthday?
I feel like they need, to be honest, I feel like they need to stop.
Do you think that's sending a false narrative?
It is, because they do need to stop preaching it, and they really don't know, just like we don't know. when his birthday is. So, and then they know he wasn't born in the wintertime, so that's a lie. So why keep teaching it and we basically know the truth?
Oh, that makes sense.
So, I mean, it's like you wasting your breath. We know the truth. You just wasting your breath now.
Yeah. Well, some people comfortable with dysfunction.
I mean, and then like some of them, I mean, most of these churches now, they're just for show. They just get money.
Yeah.
They just trying to see how much money they can
Have
juice
you-
the congregation.
Yeah. Have you noticed a lot of churches been under fire lately about not helping out the homeless with the food stamp thing and
yeah.
everything? It's been a lot of talk about because you got to realize you got been members of these churches poured into these churches for 30, 40, almost 50 years now.
They got money.
And you see, I remember this one joke I heard where they was talking about. You got church members saying, "We bought the pastor a Mercedes, but you can't even get a ride in the Mercedes. You bought the pastor the church." You know what I'm saying? You walking to church and catching the city bus, and ain't nothing wrong with walking to church or catching the bus to church.
But my thing is,
I've done it.
instead of the pastor got a Mercedes, why the pastor didn't get a church bus?
Yeah, let's get this church a van. Let's get my people there. Now, I ain't saying all pastors like
No,
that.
not all, but majority.
I've met some pastors that actually had regular 9-to-5 jobs, and not only they was the pastor of the church, they was the they was the janitor of the church, they was the plumber of the church, they was the cleaning crew of the church, they was the landscaper of the church. Like, I've seen that in my lifetime, and that was amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've always in my head had this picture, and I guess that's cause TV will give you that perception that the church, all churches had a basement where it was the living quarters for the pastor. You know what I'm saying? I can remember watching old movies where in the middle of the night somebody come knocking on the church because the pastor actually lived in the church. And I was like, man, and that alone made me realize, man, I can be a pastor and live in the basement. That was crazy because I was like, yeah, I'll be a good pastor and I can have a place to stay and everything. And that way my people can access me. And the one reason why I thought, who's going to rob a church? Who's going to break into the church? Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? So you sitting there thinking like, man, as a kid, I'm talking, back then, like, man, I had the safest place to live in. Nobody bothered me. I have all my toys in there because I'm a kid at the time. You got to realize I wasn't no older than like 5 or 6, but this was my mindset because pastors lived in the basement of the church on TV and movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I can have me a nice place. So as a kid, I was like, I got to find a church to pastor. That's something else, but at the same time, it's all good though. But yeah, holidays this time of year, to me, it's kind of bittersweet. And the reason why is because I've had beautiful holidays. I mean, apparently all of them are beautiful because I'm still alive, I'm still here. But meaning that I've had holidays where I've had to go to funerals and stuff. Had to bury my dad, like 2 days before Christmas, and other relatives around the holiday times, So, and I'm saying that, the holiday was more important than losing a loved one. But, certain dates, certain times of the year remind you of certain people,
Yeah,
For some reason, December 22nd, I was minding my dad. You know what I'm saying? I remember driving to Terrell to his funeral and then caravan and back here to bury him here. So that has always associated with holidays. So that's one reason why I'm not big on celebrating holidays because a lot of times. And then, like I say, as a kid growing up, we used to all be together. I remember my cousins and stuff would come from out of town, and then all my cousins in town.
It was love. It was actual love back then.
Hey, you gotta speak up.
Hey,
It's not hearing you.
I'm just saying it was love back then.
Okay. But yeah, so that meaning is, you have to just just take the memories you like and make the most out of them. So yeah. But We'll be back after the short break. All right, well, we're back. We're back. So, another thing is this. Everybody's always calling the holidays pagan. Pagan this, pagan that, pagan this, pagan that. And I don't know. I don't know. You take it away the fun from the children. That's all I see it as.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty because I bought Halloween costumes for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just bought for my grandkids, and it's bittersweet because, like, to me, it's funny to see them dress up in the costumes. That's really all I do it for. It's just, you see little kids dress up, like, this year, my grandkids, one went as a chili dog, the other went as a slice of pizza. It was so funny to me. But they were so happy. And that's how I look at it. Yeah. It's making the children happy. I think that's what make you kind of like, man, it ain't going to hurt to do this for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody got their own ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Now. Like most people do the trunk or treats and all this.
Trunk or treats.
And, you know, like me, I'm one. Halloween, I buy that candy, we watch movies, pop popcorn.
Okay.
That's it.
So, yeah. That's how it be sometimes, you know. You just want to do it for the love of the children.
Yeah, basically. You gotta kind of find a way to keep the fun in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. This is our quick mix of the Black and Brown channel. Tune in for full episodes weekly. This is our special episode about the silly season. Please do not stress out over it. It comes every year. So if you don't do it right this year, you can get a second chance next year. Thank y'all and have a good night.
Good night.